Hi Tauruses, how are you? I'm doing your Love Tarot card reading for November 2019. The first card that I have for you is the Six of Shells card, and this is the card of joy. This is a card meaning that children are important to you. Either there's a child coming toward you, or you already have children that are relevant right now. It could be a childhood friend that is visiting you, or you could be embracing childhood energy. So you could be having more fun, balancing your work and your play a little bit better. Okay. The next card is a Four of Gems card. This card is a card of possessiveness. So you are saving and taking good care of the things that you have. You may be concerned about a partner having options. The next card is the Ace of Roses card. And this is the card about passion. So this card means that you're excited about something in your life. Maybe you found your person for life. Maybe your children are the most important priority in your life. Okay, so the next card here is the Eight of Gems, and this is a card about perfectionism. So this card means that you're trying to create a good circumstance for success. You may possibly be rewarded for past or current achievements. If your relationship is not loving, you may be starting to search for a better match. The next card is the Seven of Shells in the reverse. This is a card of illusion. So this card means that if you are dating around, you have to be aware of who you're dating so that you're not deceived. You need to, well, you're trying to find a perfect partner, but you probably can't at the moment. You have too many choices, and that's pretty much it. But also don't drink, because if you drink, you may not be able to see clearly who you're being involved with. The next card is the Ten of Shells card, and this is the card of success. So it almost seems like you're a single parent in this reading because we started off with a joy card about children. So I'm not sure if this is about love as in a romantic love, or if it's just about your children being your biggest priority at the moment during November. So it could be that you're a single parent and you're looking for love. So I'll just do this two different ways. So if you're ready for it and thinking about marriage, it could be a possibility. Your home life is feeling happy at the moment. Okay. The next card is the Six of Wings card in the reverse. And this is a card about passage. So this card means that you have anticipated an adventure, but now you can't make it. It's canceled or it's just delayed. So you may not find love now. You may need to work on yourself, improve your attitude, or raise your vibration to that of love. I think that's all for that card. Okay, the next card is the Queen of Shells card. This is a card of the empath. So, like I said, I think this is about your children and your relationship with your children. So I think this is your energy transforming. This card is a card about compassion. Let me see if there's anything else. You could actually, if you were dating, you could find a compassionate partner. And, well, this person may be kind of shy, so you may not be able to hear her express her feelings toward you clearly. Maybe she won't tell you what she's thinking. Okay, so the next card is the Princess of Roses. This is the card of the adventurer. So, and what I think is that this is your energy transforming, these three cards here. So the Princess of Roses card is the adventurer. So she is coming toward you to bring you joy. She'll be affectionate. She'll probably bring friends around, make you excited to go on adventures, and even make you laugh. This could be your energy, as I stated earlier, and it's kind of like flirty energy. So now if it's in regard to you and your children, maybe perhaps you guys are going on trips and visiting places, maybe amusement parks, or doing something together. Okay, and the next card is the Queen of Gems card. This is the card of the nurturer. So as I stated, if your energy was changing, you went from compassionate, you're compassionate, to going out on adventures, to maybe being in motherly energy, nurturing energy, or you could have come across those type of partners. So let's see. Okay, so the next card here is a card of indecision. So this is the Eight of Wings in the reverse. And this means that you're not sure which suitor, if you were dating, to choose, or you're not necessarily staying in nurturing energy. So as I said, if you're a single parent, maybe you have to go to work, then you have to go take care of the kids, and then, you know, so you're jumping around from this role to that role. So let's see. It isn't really serving you to continue to jump back and forth if it's the roles. Well, if you have to go to work, you have to go to work, or if you have to take care of the kids, you know. But I'm not in your shoes, so I'm not sure if you're dating or if this is about your children. But just be careful of toxic people and just make good decisions. So what it's saying is you're indecisive about something. So I think maybe I should have clarified it to see what. But to me, what it seems like, again, is that the three cards before: compassion, adventure, or being motherly. You're indecisive which role do you want to stay in, which role is better suited to you. So maybe perhaps you're thinking about whether you should be a stay-at-home parent versus work, because that makes more sense. So the next card is the Nine of Roses, and this is a card of habits. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to figure out what can you do to best meet your goal. So if your goal ended up being you want to be a parent full-time or something to that effect, maybe perhaps your habits might be, well, let me get my finances in order so I can manage this. Or if your goal was to be an adventurer, then you say, okay, well, then I have to put my kids in daycare and then I can go do what I need to do for myself. Or if your role were to be compassionate, I'm supposing you can do maybe both if you're compassionate. So anyway, the point is that your habits, you're trying to use your habits to make yourself into a better person for the role that you want to play. Okay? Now, normally this card could be about what you eat, exercising, the people you hang around, whether they're good influences or bad influences. And I think that's pretty much it. So, in my opinion, also, like, how much sleep do you get, what type of schedule you're on, those type of things. So the next card is the Two of Shells card. This is a card of romance, and this card is in the reverse. So you would like to be the perfect parent, because like I said, I'm using this as a parental monthly reading, because that's what it seems like. So you want to be the perfect parent, but you can't find a balance between yourself and time for the children. You're not admitting to loving someone if you don't have children, and this is just about your relationships. Okay, so the next card is the King of Gems card in the reverse, and this is the card of the realist. So this card means, are you retiring? Because this king, he was about his wealth, but now he's retiring, and so he's focusing on what is the meaning of life, what's real in my life, what do I really believe, what's my spiritual view, of life. So he has time to ponder, and apparently he chose not to do his work, not to put away his career in favor of some other alternative. So the next card is the Strength card in the reverse. This is a card of understanding. So this card means that negative situations or people may try to take advantage of you. You may try to take advantage of others. Be brave, be yourself. Don't follow the crowd just because you are lonely if they're doing the wrong thing. So think for yourself and don't let people abuse you. And then the next card is the Queen of Roses card. And this card is a card of the leader. So this card means that this queen is popular. She's happy. She likes to party and meet people. She has influence over the masses. Sometimes she can use the information she has to her advantage. And she surrounds herself with positive energy. So the next card, and again, I think that's your energy. It could be someone that you met, but it's probably your energy transforming throughout the reading. So the next card is the Tower. This is a card of crisis, And so this card means, like, say for instance, if you're in a happy situation, it may alter whether you want it to or not. If you're in a bad situation, it could maybe, the Tower falling could maybe help things to even out and be better. So let's see. So the next card is the change card. I fixed the card a little bit so it don't look too terrible, but I still won't put it to the camera. But anyway, this Two of Gems card change, it's a card meaning that, like, you have two cards right next to each other. One is the Tower, like what you had going on is changing, and the other one definitely says change. So something is changing whether you want it to or not. So in this case, it may be impossible for you to juggle two relationships because the change card is in the reverse. So maybe perhaps, like I stated, you were trying to figure out work and career. Career versus children, like home and family life versus your career, and you couldn't make sense of what you were doing because there was too much going on. So you have to make a decision one way or the other. So, and it also could be possible that someone is hiding their problems and it is causing a problem. Like, it has repercussions, like someone's not being truthful or something, and it's having some type of repercussion, and all of this is coming out and it's causing something to change dramatically. So the next card is the Prince of Roses card. This is the Mover. So this card means that you're advised to stop trying to make a situation into what you want. You need to let people be who they need to be, because this prince, like, he had this flower and he kept unplanting it, like digging it up, putting it somewhere else, and he dug it up and he put it somewhere else and kept doing it to the point where the plant almost died. So in this case, maybe perhaps you are trying to change your role so much that you don't even know what you're doing. You can't do it effectively because you've done so much jumping back and forth and it just is not making sense anymore. Or it's a moving card because it's the Mover. You could possibly be moving. And let's see, that's all for that card. So the change could be that either you're moving somewhere else, maybe perhaps you're too far away from your job, and so you're moving to another location so you can balance home and family and your career better, or something to that effect. So the next card, let me make sure I told you what I could tell you. The Mover, let me see. So that's pretty much it, because your personality could have been changing, but I do think that maybe perhaps you're moving. So the last card here is the Two of Roses card, and this could be a card, this is a card of crossroads. So you're trying to make a decision about two paths. Like I said, it could be two homes, two roles, two careers, two loves, or two priorities, and you're taking the time to think and plan it out so you can make the right decision. And extra cards fell out, but I did not include them in the reading because it's something that I don't want to influence your decision on that issue, because for some reason I was supposed to put those cards back, the extra cards that fell out. So that's the end of your reading, Taurus. I hope you have a blessed month, and I hope you make whatever decision you need to make effectively. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.